Happy Wednesday, everybody. We start our show with breaking news out of the NBA's Board of Governors meeting. And with that, we say hello to our Shams Charania, who is on the case. Shams, we know the Board of Governors just voted on the first steps here towards expansion. What exactly did they decide?
Malika, all 30 NBA owners have unanimously voted in favor of the league exploring expansion to new expansion teams exclusively in Las Vegas and Seattle. And so to put it plainly, now the bids will start rolling in, and there's an expectation around high-ranking officials that it's a matter of when, not if, the league expands. And so how this process plays out over the next several months, the league will accept bids for both markets, Las Vegas and Seattle. They've enlisted an investment bank to assist in the process as well. And bids are expected to be, I'm told, in the range of $7 to $10 billion per team. And then a second vote would be necessary by the end of 2026, depending on where the bids shake out at, to finalize and execute this expansion to 32 NBA teams. And that's all slated for the when of this all, which would be targeted for the 2028-2029 season, when both teams, Seattle and Las Vegas, would start play. And they would both be Western Conference teams, and that would mean one of Minnesota or Memphis likely moves to the East.
Interesting. Okay, so we're going to potentially see a franchise moving here to the Eastern Conference, and we could see as soon as 28-29, that season, having two new franchises in the NBA. Shams, thank you very much. Moments ago, we heard from Adam Silver for the first time on this matter.
The discussion today and in the meetings leading up today went more to, all right, what are all the factors that we'll look at? And then ultimately, the view is you could explore expansion more softly by just having conversations, but certainly it was my view and others that we owe it to these markets to be transparent and to be more formal with our approach to that, so that everybody feels they have a fair shot. There's an investment banker, there's people at the league office working on this. And so if you are interested, and I'll say that now to people who may be listening or watching this, if you're interested, call the league office, call PJT Partners directly in New York. And just want to make sure everybody understands there's been no handshakes on the side, there's been no commitments, there's been no promises to anyone. This is a completely transparent process. Nothing is set in stone right now.
Dial 1-800-EXPANSION is essentially what Adam Silver is saying there as we welcome you inside our Los Angeles studio. Brian, if I'm a fan base of Seattle, of Las Vegas, how should I be feeling right now?
Well, first off, if you have to call the switchboard,
it's too
not
late.
Get okay.
Dang it, Tim was so close.
Number two, the Seattle Supersonics are coming back. This is definitely going forward. They would not have put the vote today unless they knew they were getting all 30 votes. It's been under process for about 5-6 years. Yeah. There's actually multiple competing bids in Las Vegas to build an arena already that have been in the process for years. There's the arena that they renovated in Seattle, which they finished that renovation 4 or 5 years ago, was designed to house the Sonics when they came back. This has been in the process for 4 or 5 years, and I would say it's accelerated over the last 6 to 9 months. There are already multiple groups that are prepared to make bids for these expansion teams. Now, whether or not they'll all come to fruition, whether or not we'll truly have multiple bidders at the price the NBA wants,
sure,
that's what we're going to do. But what Adam Silver just announced with those words in this vote was, ladies and gentlemen, if you want this team, start your engines.
Yeah, and this is obviously a day for a great fan base in Seattle to celebrate. You know, a fan base that will be built in Las Vegas to celebrate. A competitive bidding process. Also a competitive process, I think, for Memphis and Minnesota, because let me tell you, those teams
and New Orleans.
Yeah, those franchises want to be the ones that move these, just because the balance of the power in this league is so heavily shifted to the West. So that's going to be a very interesting facet of expansion.
And Perk, let me just cut you off real quick. And I know you know this. When the Oklahoma City Thunder moved to Oklahoma City, they left the Seattle Supersonics and their history behind. They never hung 79 banner. They never hung the jerseys. All of that stuff is there. The Sonics will be recreated just like we saw the Charlotte Hornets essentially recreated after they.
Absolutely.
You know what happened in 1963?
You were born?
No, I wasn't born. But Sam Cooke dropped the classic. It's been a long.
Are we singing? Oh, we're singing. Change gonna come?
A long time coming.
He's gonna hit the.
But I know.
Do I have to take my earpiece out?
Oh,
there it is.
What you expect? The game has went global. we're loaded with talent all across the world. I think this is just the start of expansion. And I see a lot of people out there, you know, doing their podcasts on other shows that are downplaying the talent that we have in the basketball world. I'm here to say that you're wrong. I'm here to say that you need to go do your research, because what we have coming up the pipeline, forget what's in the NBA right now, what you having that's coming up through college basketball and high school, think about this freshman class and think about this draft class right now. It is full of franchise players, and it's going to continue to grow. Anthony Black has a little brother right now in Florida that's in high school that's going to be a franchise player. Marcus Spears Jr., his dad, Marcus Spears,
so you're
my
saying
big
the
brother.
criticism that there's not enough talent, you don't see the
It's
validity
more
there.
than enough talent. And guess
But
what?
that's not figuring in the decision. The decision is being figured in by the fact that they're going to get 7 to 10.
We know that.
Yeah,
We know
both
it's about
of
28
us.
to 6.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
obvious. We know it's
Okay,
about
all right.
dollars.
As you were saying, Brian, and as Shams reported, as soon as the 2028-2029 season, we could be seeing 2 new franchises added. But what do we say we get to...
Developing story in the NBA. Shams Charania reporting that the Board of Governors has voted to take bids for expansion teams in both Las Vegas and Seattle. And the process is expected to generate bids in the $7 to $10 billion range for each team. High-ranking NBA official told Shams that it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, with the league targeting the 2028-2029 season for new teams to begin playing.
Exciting news there, and an ESPN doubleheader on our air tonight. Also a possible finals preview on the slate. Our doubleheader starts with the Hawks and the Pistons at 7 Eastern. Hawks have the best record in the Eastern Conference since the All-Star break. Pistons, best record, as you know, in the East overall, despite Cade Cunningham being out. In the meantime, the Thunder and the Celtics meeting in Boston at 7:30. The last 2 NBA champs with the shortest odds to win their respective conferences at DraftKings Sportsbook. The Thunder won their first matchup by 1 score in OKC. Timberwolves Rockets jockeying for playoff position out west, meeting at 9:30. Anthony Edwards still out with a knee injury. Rockets have lost 4 of their last 5 against Western competition. Joining me now from Los Angeles, NBA reporter Tim McMahon. Thunder have won 12 in a row. Celtics are that number 2 seed in the East. Jason Tatum still trying to find his consistency back from injury. What is the number one thing you're paying the most attention to? And I know you're going to say it to me, so I'm going to say it to you first. Howdy.
Howdy, Hannah. Look, this is the healthiest the Oklahoma City Thunder have been all season long. They've got their full rotation. They've got Jalen Williams back in the lineup, returned the other night. Just going to be his 28th game played all season. You know, he came off the wrist surgery this summer. This is, he said, the best his wrist has felt. Feels 100%. You know, even when he was playing earlier in the season, he was struggling with his shot. They've got the all-NBA version of Jalen Williams back in the mix. This is only the 7th time all season long this starting lineup has played together. And let me remind you, Oklahoma City has the best record in the league despite the fact that they've dealt with so many injuries. So, again, a fully healthy Oklahoma City Thunder team. That is bad news for the rest of the league. And as far as Jason Tatum goes, a 2-week progress report on a guy who's coming back off a 10-month Achilles rehab seems a little bit premature. Have a little patience. Let the guy work his way back into his form.
Absolutely agreed.